So I think we'll call that the I Shall FF14 segment for the week. Yes, so we were starting with this then.
Yes, right. Shadowlands, Chains of Domination, World of Warcraft, COD.
That's what they meant by COD everything. Very good.
Yeah, so the reason... Okay, we've got to talk about the PTR stuff. But me and Matt are also pretty damn aware that we go onto this stream, and because it has been such a vacuum of anything happening, you know, we've been answering super chats from generally frustrated or slightly more frustrated WoW players.
Yes.
And the news that we've covering has basically just came down to, yeah, everything from Blizzard is late right now. So we're aware that it's been like, especially if you look at the clips channel, it's just like, you know, discussing WoW problem, saying that things are too late. Video is like, hey, but we actually are excited about this
How
thing.
can Blizzard fix this?
Yeah. So I can't wait until in 2 weeks' time,
Yes.
more like a week and a half,
A week and a half, yeah.
the PTR for this will come out. Because then, on this live show, we can do such exciting things as open data mining, talk about it, look at models, get some new lore. It's going to be incredibly fun. And it's why we're not going to spend too much time in this, but your TLDR is 1.5 weeks until PTR-ish. And I believe they said that after the PTR, like about a week after, they would fill us in on their raid testing plan.
Yeah, raid testing starts 1 week after.
Okay, yeah. So raid testing starts a week after. And that is basically the situation with this patch. Now, as a part of all of our stuff, we like to work out, you know, times, dates, identify past patterns. And one of the very obvious past patterns that is born out in reality is about 2.5 to 3 months.
Yep.
Is how long it takes for a PTR. If it takes shorter than that, it's either because it's a smaller patch or, well, it's not a good thing. So
Yeah.
PTR testing is good, and that's probably going to mean 3 months. If that starts in a week and a half, listen, you're looking at late mid-July.
Yes. Good.
Mid-July is what I think is reasonable. Now, as we covered in yesterday's news, Towley, or not yesterday, last week's, Towley believes August.
Yes, he does.
Or at least that was the one that he said.
Yes.
And Towley's source within Blizzard, I mean, I say source, it's probably a lot less official, it's probably just his mate.
Yeah.
But whoever he knows at Blizzard indicated to him that, like, June would be optimistic. And certainly if you look at how long the PTR for a patch like this would take, and knowing that it's maybe a week and a half until PTR happens, I don't think it's going to be in June. So,
No.
yes, we will not be able to play patch 9.1 on our birthdays.
That's
sad.
Terribly sad. Terribly sad. I think I'll get by, but
Yeah, that's mostly it.
yeah, there's not really all that much to talk about in terms of this, because we have talked about Blizzard not being able to make content fast enough and the lateness of the patch. We've kind of talked that to death over the past couple streams, so there's not really...
Yeah, I will pull what remaining hair I've got out if we have to just do the same thing again and again. Yeah, right. Obviously, it is a bit of a shit deal for everybody involved. The developers are going to be crunching and sad. The players are going to be, well, bored and sad. Or maybe bored and angry if they're the types of players who don't know when to just unsub and play another game until WoW's good again.
I definitely see more anger than I see sadness when I'm going around r/WoW and stuff.
Yeah, I've been surprised how fast things have turned against them with this one. But it could be because of some seeds that have been sown, because there's generally been dissatisfaction for BFA.
Yeah.
And the Shadowlands reveal, like, it didn't get dislike bombed, but I was shocked how many, I think people just saw, Sylvanas just destroyed the Lich King, hello, got a lot of dislikes. But I think there's a lot of suspicion with Shadowlands. Blizzard had a lot to claw back, a lot to earn. It has a good honeymoon period, followed up by an almost instantly rocky marriage. Just in that getting to item level 200, really fun. I think that's a great time.
It is pretty good, yeah.
Getting beyond item level 200, people have been less enthused by, and if you don't give a shit about being beyond item level 200, then it doesn't seem like there's been a lot to do. Because, well, I just remembering Suramar and patch 7.1 and thinking, oh, that's unfortunate. But there was somebody, it was in one of the clips actually that went up in the clips channel. Whatever I said about like the ideal way to enjoy WoW is to unsub when you no longer like it, to give Blizzard a good, respectful exit poll, because they do exit polls whenever you unsub from the game, and then just to come back when you're interested in the game and don't burn yourself out. Somebody said, it was somebody Yoshida, which, but on the Final Fantasy 14 team, is that Yoshi P?
Yoshi P, yeah.
Okay, so maybe Yoshi P is the man who actually said this. But whoever it was, they said, like, it was a Final Fantasy 14 developer saying, yeah, play our content, unsub, come back. And somebody else in that, which we could, I mean, it's a tiny little addendum to the previous story about Blizzard changing the payment model for WoW.
Yes.
That Final Fantasy 14, 2 days before your, somebody in a comment, I don't know how much I believe it, but they said that 2 days before your sub's going to renew, they send you an email.
Oh, they do, yeah.
So they warn you that you're about to give them more money.
Yeah, no, they send you Square Enix upcoming payment notification on the mug session. And it's like, hello, in X days, we're taking this much out of your account. And then when it happens, it goes, here's your payment complete. You're like, nice, thanks. I mean, I think this kind of tells a story where every time I see that email, I go, nice email. I'm not going to unsub though, thanks. Thanks for letting me know, but I'm with you still.
I feel like if a Blizzard dev said that, they'd be taken out the back and shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they're just, I don't know, there seems to be some, like, pretty damn hardcore realness and reasonability with Yoshi P.
Yeah.
That just seems to be unparalleled.
Yeah. Oh, I actually have another good example of this, and this one's interesting. So, you know the way, whenever WoW raises subscription price, I think it's only ever done in the West once, right? Mostly, at least for our, like, GBP prices. It only went up once, and it was just, as long as you stay subbed, you can keep the lower price. But as soon as that's broken, you're up to the $9.99, because it used to be $8.99 or something like that. I can't remember, because I remember the 60-day game tag cards were 16 quid something. But FF has okay, it's kind of a couple little things. First of all, it's like $7.90 or $7.80 or something for one character sub, where you're only allowed to play one character.
Oh yes, I've heard
then
about this.
You play a little bit. You pay a little bit of extra money. I think it goes up to like a tenner or something, and then you can play more characters. Because you only need one character, because one character can do all of the content. It's only for like our peers or people who are doing other things. Just going back to your own camera.
Oh, whoops! I did a mistake.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. They have a legacy sub, which is if you played the game during 1.0, if your account was created during 1.0 before Realm Reborn, back when the game was absolutely horrendous and an awful experience for everyone involved, you get to keep the legacy sub price, which is either $6.79 or $6.89.
Dude.
So I'm paying $6.79 a month or $6.89 a month for Final Fantasy 14.
And you have been for many years.
And I have been for many years.
I'm sure you've played for all of them.
Yeah, and that actually keeps even that even keeps if you're if you lapse your sub, you come back, it's that price. It's just if you ever played the game before here, you've got this $6.89 reduced price forever.
Wild.
I mean, obviously they do get around a lot of that with the like microtransaction stuff, because there's a lot of stuff on the shop that they do monetize with.
Yes, you can buy. You can just put all your money into like bikinis and shit.
Yeah, bikinis, like school uniforms, all that stuff work away. But it's fundamentally the case of, it's cheaper and it's almost directly opposite. So I think we'll call that the I Shall FF14 segment for the week and move on.
Congratulations, everybody! We've made our way through.